Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Private Sora reporting for duty, sir. Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we touched down in the Land of Dragons, where our trio of heroes quickly reunited with their old pal Mushu and got roped into helping Mulan, under her alias of Ping, join the Imperial Army. Being the nice guys that we are, we convinced the military captain Li Shang here to test us to prove Ping's ability as a soldier. This time, we're going to be finishing up the last of Captain Shang's tests and progressing onward. However, before we get into it, I want to go over a bit of umbrage I have with drive forms and why they why they are both something I like and dislike, and why they sort of affect my opinion of Kingdom Hearts 2. More specifically, it is with the concept of growth abilities that are attached to each form. There are two main reasons for this. Firstly, most of the growth abilities, or at least the one we have now, is High Jump, which is an ability that was in the original Kingdom Hearts, which was a shared ability that we got as the story progressed. Here it is just a jump that Sora has from leveling Valor form. And their purpose in the original game was for exploration of worlds that you had been to before to get treasures that weren't accessible to you on first visit. That aspect is dead in Kingdom Hearts 2. The worlds of Kingdom Hearts 2 are built with the idea that you can explore everything without ever having to touch the drive forms. This is a problem for me, as training the drive forms to make the growth abilities connected to each form stronger and enable Sora to use them in his base form is the main point of leveling up the drive forms. The Final Mix version of Kingdom Hearts 2 did address this with a certain endgame area that we will not be able to go into because this is the original PS2 version, and the puzzle pieces, which required using the growth abilities to reach certain ones. However, this feels hollow by comparison to how Kingdom Hearts handled it, and it doesn't address the issue in the original game, where at best, they're used for journal completion to unlock the secret ending, which that just feels, well, I said it myself, kind of hollow. The second issue that I have with drive forms mainly comes from something that we haven't encountered on screen yet. But seeing as I'll be grinding drive forms off screen, we will likely see it in this playthrough. I'm not sure exactly when because it's kind of hard to keep track of, but we'll more than likely see it rear its ugly head in the future. Anyway, enough down talk. Let's start this up by starting up the ambush, the final task that we were given by Captain Shang. And it's a fairly typical battle, so let's show off the power of fire to handle swarms easily. Off screen, I did equip the magic lock-on ability that we got last episode, and we have a new enemy. The Heartless have developed centaur-like cavalry. Say hello to the Assault Rider. These massive Heartless are powerful tanks with incredible reach due to their Guandao spears. They will mainly attack by either blocking and sweeping with their spear, blocking and then thrusting their spear in a straight lunge, or that windmill propeller-like spin that can be interrupted. These guys are fairly dangerous and are best handled at range. Anyway, let's use Valor form because that will also do quite well against these guys. When their HP reaches about 60%, they have special attacks that can be pretty devastating, but I will get into those after we take care of a few things. You did well. I knew it. Captain, I suppose you made a little progress. Not a little, a lot. No, you're right, Captain. Please, give me one more assignment. This time I'll show you what I'm truly made of. I'll give you one more chance. See me when you're ready to depart. Remember, this may be a test, but it's still an important mission. Be alert. Sir! Okay, well, while I do have more to say about the assault riders, we have to quickly hurry to a save point because I want to keep my drive gauge, and we did level up Valor form from that last fight. So I'm going to pop out, and then we will pop and cut ahead to when I'm back in so that we can continue talking. Okay, so as you can see from popping out to the world map and then coming back, we have our drive gauge back to maximum, which is pretty much the best way to level your drive forms. And we can actually see now that Valor form needs 288 more hits to be able to level up to form gauge 4. And we did get an ability from that for Sora, Auto Valor, which will basically create a reaction command that will cause us to be able to trigger Valor form when in a pinch. I don't really like it all that much, and it's only activatable if you have Goopy in your party. Anyway, what I was saying about the Assault Riders before is that when their HP drops to around 60%, they'll shift to using special attacks, a powerful charge where they're surrounded by red aura that will knock you back, and enveloping themselves in a fiery aura and then causing an explosion directly in front of themselves that does fire damage and also knocks you back. It is pretty devastating, which is why I say dealing with them from range with magic is probably your best bet. In terms of their synthesis material drops, they will drop Dark Stones at a base 12% of the time, and Serenity Shards at a base 4% of the time. They will also drop High Potions at a base 10% of the time. Anyway, now let's talk to Shang. Your mission is to secure the path over the summit so our company can pass. I've authorized you to be let through to the summit. Don't let me down. Alright, well, we might as well get right on with that by heading to the checkpoints and maybe fighting some Heartless before getting into things proper. What do I know? Unfortunately, Combo Boost only works when you're grounded, so our air combos, even though they're faster, will be weaker than anything we have elsewhere. And come on, you need to go away. Okay. Thankfully, that wasn't too bad, and you know what? I'll just pop a potion from the stock. Just to restore our HP. And wait, up this way. This battle is pretty much the same as the last one we just did, only we have to clear our path forward by using the Rock Shatter command. Okay, thankfully that didn't take much. There are chests in this area, but we will ignore them for the most part so that we can focus on clearing out enemies and clearing our path ahead. Since the longer we stay here, the more the morale gauge will tick down. We're gonna go this way. Pick up any orbs you can so that we don't get slowed down. And we're gonna go up here because there's an assault rider waiting for us. And we'll just... Hey, I thought you would at least aim, Sora, but I guess not. Okay. Don't want to... Oh boy. Can't use Valor form while Goofy's knocked out, so we'll have to keep our distance. Oh, great. Okay. Need to get this prepared so that we can just slam into the assault rider and take him out quick. And we'll just press on to the mountain trail. Hey, you ain't half bad. A man among men. Thanks. But the captain... Captain! Bing sure did great. You bet he did. Fine, I'll let you join my troops. But I'm still not convinced you have what it takes to be a worthy soldier. Why not? It's all right, Sora. I'll find a way to show him what I'm made of. Just give me a chance. That's the spirit thing. Yeah, sir. Can't blame him for that. He wants to make sure that these guys are able to survive in this war. Good going, Ping. Thanks. Alright, so we'll be pushing onward. Okay, girl, here's your chance. I just saw this real shady guy, and I know it's Shan-Yu. Shan-Yu? That's the Hun leader. We've got to tell the captain. Right. Wait. Everybody, use their heads a sec. Now why are we here? To make the captain see Ping's talents, and bring honor to her family. Mushu, I can already see where you're going, and I don't agree with you. So, let's go find out where Shan-Yu is by ourselves. Then, if we're lucky, we can fry him up good. Though, just tracking the guy down should earn us our stars. Captain Musclehead will have to notice my girl. Okay, let's go. We'll help out. Now we're cooking. Shan-Yu is in a cave outside the village. Well, isn't that convenient? And we got the village area map. And we're still in our Valor form, so I'm going to use this save point. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we're back, we're going to just go back to the mountain trail to pick up all the chests that we ignored because I didn't want to risk the morale gauge. So we'll be back to the village in just a sec. First off, there are 2 chests right over here. I don't know why you were not... Okay, so we got an ether from that one, and there are Heartless here, so we may have to clear out a few enemies to get our prizes. Certainly getting a lot of dark shards. This one had a recovery recipe. That's actually a very important chest to grab, as it is a synthesis recipe for us to be able to make, I believe, drive recoveries, which will be paramount. We have a mithril shard right here. Over here is another chest with a high potion. And I think my auto reload got turned off, so I'm gonna have to put that back on. I also need to check the journal, see how many chests we have left. 4. Oh, okay, we have all the chests that we need. I just double checked my notes just to be sure. Anyway, let's quickly customize to put back on our auto reload. Not sure why ethers were put on, but okay. Potions are back. We have all of the chests in this area. So now we can go back to the village in the mountains. Alright, so there was a save point here that we used to leave just so that we would get our drive gauge back. So let's use that quickly to heal, and then there is a synthesis shop right over here by Captain Shang. We should drop off our synthesis materials too, because I forgot to do that. And now we want to quickly actually equip some potions onto Ping, because we're going to need them. Before we go any further, well, actually, no, we're ready now. Into the cave we go. Where immediately we see a firework cart and a chest with a high potion in it. Another chest hidden by another cart with an AP boost. We'll want to use that right away. Sora. Actually, how are Sora's abilities looking? He's got all of them equipped except Auto Valor. I don't really want to put on Auto Valor. Alright, and now we'll have to head further in. Dead end. There's nobody here. You're crazy. Check again. Oh well. Wait for me, Donald. Hey, wait up. What? What is it? Huh? Sora, ping! Well, we walked into that one. So it is just us and Ping versus a bunch of shadows and an assault rider. Thankfully, there is no morale gauge for this fight because that would be problematic. Thankfully, the shadows go down pretty easily. Alright, not all that great, but we should have our MP back soon. This is kind of why I prefer, in some respects, the MP of Kingdom Hearts 1. Thank you, Ping. Good thing I equipped a few potions onto you so that you would keep me alive. Pretty much your only use with item boost and draw as your only abilities for right now. Oh boy. Should have realized. Oh, hopefully we can deal with these two. We want to make sure that we don't get them too low because we don't want them to start using their special attacks while we're in this situation. Jeez, of course. Their reach is ridiculous. Okay, thankfully we weren't punished for that. And Ping got hyper healing. Nice fighting, Ping. You were amazing. You okay? Yeah, thanks to Ping. Come on, time to report to the captain. But Shan-Yu wasn't here. Please, that Hun is old news. We're gonna tell the captain how thousands of Heartless stormed the cave and Ping took out almost every one of them. I don't think that will impress, especially since that was clearly an ambush. But hey, you do you, Mushu.
Captain!
Don't overdo it, Captain.
It's just a scratch.
Captain, the enemy, where did they go?
They went toward the summit.
We'll stop them.
It kinda is our fault.
Right.
You mean my fault?
Shan-Yu and the Heartless did this, not us. Captain, if you track down the villagers, we'll handle this. Let's go.
We have our next objective. But before we race off to what could be another ambush, I'd say we should take a break. Next time, we're going to head up the mountains to the summit to confront Shan-Yu. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.